Okay, so we stayed a week now and we're all ready to go. So I thought I'd give you another couple of shots of the actual room. So you've got like your two single beds all pushed together. You've got tiny little cupboard things, well, down by the side, if you can call it a cupboard, it's more like a shelf actually, to act as a bedside table. You've got this long table thing over here. You've got a couple of blinded windows, which to be fair, it doesn't really block out all the light, and it's light from quite early in the morning. There isn't really much of a view. I mean, I'm sure other ones have probably got better views. We just had a wall. I mean, we only stayed here 4 out of the 6 nights that we actually were booked in for, that we paid for. The rest of the time we've stayed elsewhere. You've got a sink in the actual room itself, but you do have toiletries provided. I don't think I used them. You've got a safe, you've got your little desk and a little shelf, and that is the sole amount of storage space you'll have as a wardrobe. There's nowhere else to hang anything. You've got a toilet to the side, which is actually, well, relatively okay in terms of soundproofing and stuff. And your shower, which is, you know, see-through, so you can literally, you may as well not have it. Hi. You've got no privacy whatsoever, so don't come here with, you know, a friend or whatever. Or if you do, make sure you're taking shifts in the room because you'll have no privacy showering. The beds were okay. I found myself a bit restless in them. I mean, we stayed in a Marriott and we stayed in the IHG Crown Plaza last night, and I slept like a baby. And every night I've slept in here, I haven't slept. The first night I was awake before we went to Budapest, and I didn't sleep until about 4 in the morning, and it was out of sheer exhaustion. I don't know if excitement played a part, but it's a bit coincidental that every single night I've slept in here I didn't sleep, whereas the other 2 nights I didn't want to get out of bed in the other hotels. So pardon? Yeah, I mean, I sort of showed them the shelves last time I took a video, so that's literally the only shelvage other than the big long coffee table thing in the corner, which I used as a wardrobe and just hung all my stuff over. I mean, we basically treat it like a tent, and we used it the way we do our air tent, and we maximized the space as best as we could. We're quite good at it, but I found this place depressing, dingy, lacking in facilities. Although we made the best of what we had, we paid for it, we couldn't really do otherwise. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. You just have to be prepared for. Yeah, the location, yeah, it's a quiet location. There's not a lot of noise. You're quite far out of the city. It's about a good half hour, 3/4 an hour, maybe at a slower pace than us. If you're going to walk into, if you're going to walk into Vienna. But if you want transport, there's a tram stop, which is only a couple of minutes out the door, and it takes you straight into central Vienna. And the prices are really quite good, especially if you buy like a 24-hour one. It was €8 a day each, I think. So it's all right. Like I say, I think maybe I was a little bit slightly verging on unfair when we first got here, but nothing that I said on that first video has really changed. It is still remarkably undocumented just how little you get here in terms of storage. And I think it's a good idea to know before you come exactly what you're getting in an urban double if you come to the Hotel Daniel. And they actually do have a sign downstairs that says no spies, which explains why we couldn't find anything online to see this room before we came. The odd few shots I saw, I thought, oh, you know, it's just the camera angles or whatever. But there was no real footage, no videos, no nothing. I couldn't find a thing. So we thought maybe we'd plug the gap for other people who were thinking about coming here, because if I'd known when I booked this through British Airways that this is what we were getting, I would have booked a different hotel. So, you know, it's good if you're just coming for a couple of nights, or if you're coming for a long weekend to go to the Christmas market. This place is ideal. It's cheap, it's functional, but if you actually are used to staying in decent hotels, this is probably not where you want to stay. So there you go.